This is the Ryder and Lisa replay.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai. Check out the Southtown Hyundai Advantage at southtownhyundai.ca.
We've got proof here. If you call into the show and make us laugh once in a while, have a good time with us, you might just end up with a part-time job.
Yeah, that's true, actually. It's happened twice now.
Longtime caller Sugar on the phone, who now throws down some shows here, like comes in and hosts the show.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday nights here on Play 107.
Joins us on the program. What do you got planned for Valentine's Day?
I'm going to be at home, Netflix and chilling by myself.
Swiping Tinder?
I'm not even on any dating sites.
You're not, eh?
Nope.
Why not?
Because they're stupid. They're just stupid.
My one of my girlfriends was on there yesterday, and she was talking to two guys at the same time, and she wrote the wrong one, being like, well, maybe when you're back from Mexico, we'll hang out. And he's like, pretty sure that must be a different guy that you've been chatting with. And she wanted to die. She was so embarrassed.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, but I was like, okay, it's obvious that you're going to be talking to more than one person on this app.
Yeah, but it still would hurt your feelings. That like,
aren't you paying attention to me?
Yeah, lining up other dates. Ugh, that's a rough one.
I had a guy do that to me on Facebook dating, and then he's like, "Oh, that was for my mom's boyfriend." I'm like, really? That's the best you could come up with?
Do you remember what he had said? Was it kind of weird? It was like, can't wait to cuddle you.
It was a little weird, and it ended with something like, I'll see you later, darling. And I looked, you call your mom's boyfriend darling? Messed up.
Now, after watching the Tinder Swindler, I never thought I would say the next day, because I just watched yesterday, that sometimes duping people on dating apps is actually a good thing.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the Tinder Swindler, it is a documentary on Netflix. Mm-hmm. Check it out.
It's good.
Yeah, it's in the top 10 right now.
Captivating. You just end up absolutely hating the guy.
Yeah.
Like, he's such a turd.
So he's just convincing these women to give him money, their credit card and stuff. So yeah, there are terrible things that you can do, but there's also, like Ryder said, some funny, clever ways to dupe people. This woman named Katie, she'll go on Bumble, but post the worst photos of her. The worst angles. One of them, she had an allergy. She, like, her face got all swollen.
And the point of this being that, like, she doesn't want to make it about her looks, I suppose?
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant way to find somebody that has the same vibe as you, the same sense of humor, because guys are swiping and starting conversation. Like, well, she has to start the conversation on Bumble anyway, but they're accepting her and wanting to talk, and they're just like, what's with your pictures? Why are you so funny?
Yeah, because she is full out crying in one of them, and she said she took the picture right after a breakup.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm a Scorpio, so obviously I'm going to document my dramatic crying session. And so it's called the Reverse Catfish. So then she'll go out on dates with these guys, and she looks absolutely stunning.
And
and they're funny, so it's like a perfect mix. So the Reverse Catfish, try it, maybe.
Well, and plus they're attracted to her personality right off the start. And then when they see how good looking she is on top of it, like, home run hitter.
Yeah. So I was just creeping her TikTok account because after she showed the pictures, all these women are like, we need to know the results. Like, what are these conversations looking like?
Yeah.
And she's so funny in them. This one guy's like, you should give me your number. And she goes, ugh, do I have to? And then he says, no, I'm not going to call you anyway. And she said, okay, cool. Then and gives the number. And then in the comment section, someone's laughing at it. And she's like, he definitely called. So they're just having an actual funny conversation instead of, how's your day going?
Right.
What do you do for work?
And then it, becoming a pen pal likely, which might turn into a possible date that somebody ghosts the other person. Like, yeah. Or you get catfished, like, legitimately. Mm-hmm. And you think you're showing up to meet somebody who you found very attractive, and then in person, they're not your style. Like,
so this Katie chick is definitely going to find her soulmate at some point. And that's going to be the next Netflix documentary about a dating site with a happy ending instead.
Time for Unsung Heroes, where we give shout-outs to people, places, and things that don't always get the attention they deserve. Let me be your hero.
Shout out to the outrage from all of the little monsters that Lady Gaga wasn't nominated for an Oscar. Oscar noms were just announced this morning. Meanwhile, this is the Academy distracting all of us because they've already mailed the award to Olivia Colman. Let's be real. It's already in her inbox.
Shout out to whoever named it the Freedom Convoy, even though the pickup line would have been way funnier.
Ooh, that's good.
Thanks.
Shout out to it seriously being 2022. Except we all collectively agree that last year was 2019 still, right? Make it make sense.
I'm still 36.
Yep.
Shout out to a Jeopardy contestant who was introduced as a stay-at-home uncle, and I've just discovered my new dream job.
This is what I want to hear kids say when they're interviewed.
What do you want to be
when you grow up?
Stay-at-home uncle.
Shout out to mini eggs being in season year-round now instead of just at Easter. My butt says thanks a lot, Cadbury. Just crushed a bag on the way home from the grocery store yesterday. I'm like, what month is it?
It's a good thing dump trucks are in.
Yeah, dump truck a truck.
Shout out to dog walkers for judging people thoroughly for not removing the ice from their sidewalk in front of their house.
Yeah.
Even though you haven't removed the ice in front of yours either. That was me yesterday. Just judging people, and then I look at mine and it's worse.
Yeah. Shout out to Pete Davidson calling Kim Kardashian his girlfriend in a recent interview with People. I wonder if he's still pinching himself. Kim Kardashian, someone 13 years his senior, who he's probably watched from afar for years, is now his girlfriend? This is why we don't stop dreaming. One day, that could be you.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And finally, shout out to poetry for being so important this time of year.
Is this going to be a dad joke?
Like this Valentine's Day poem I wrote.
Okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If he's busy on Valentine's Day, that side piece is you.
What? I don't get it.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If he's busy on Valentine's Day, that side piece is you.
Got it.
I don't know how you wouldn't have been able to follow that one the first time.
I think I need a omega-3.
I think I need a new job. Stay-at-home uncle it is. What's the craziest thing you've done for love?
I love that the top comment, because we post this topic on our Facebook page. I do anything for love, but I won't do that. Has the most likes. Like, I just, it's so cheesy and good.
This text might be my favorite so far. Became a stripper after college so my husband could not work and truly commit to his real passion, losing video games to people a third his age online.
Oh, no.
That's a heavy one, eh?
Nikki, who is one of our favorite listeners, actually, her and her husband won a trip with us. We went skiing with them.
To Jasper, and they were the best.
They're the best.
I took poor Joe right to the top of the hill, and he'd never skied before.
Amazing.
It took us about 7 hours to get down.
So Nikki posted on our Facebook page saying, my husband Joe and I took a chance and went on our first date days before I left for a working holiday in Australia. So he decided he couldn't wait a year, and he came to me. He had never left Alberta or even been on a plane before. All for me. The rest is history. This was 14 years ago. They're also pregnant with their first kid right now. So how adorable is that story? Imagine never being on a plane before, and the first one you get on is like an Airbus that's taking you across the world.
Crazy. My brother decided to chase love to Bermuda, if I'm not mistaken.
The triangle, and he never returned.
That was the last we heard of him. No, so he went, and then his best friend found out what he was planning, but this girl that he was going to chase down and confess his love to was on a vacation with another dude. And my brother didn't know this.
Oh, no.
So my brother's best friend got on a plane and met him at Bermuda and said, you're not going to want to do this. Let's just go on a vacation instead. And they went on like a 4-day trip.
This sounds like a movie.
Yeah. Awesome move.
Okay, Lara, sorry. I used to drive him into the city to work because he didn't have a license. We were over an hour out of the city, and then I would sit and wait 8 hours sleeping in the truck until he was off work. I worked nights.
No.
What an idiot is how she ended it. So I don't think they're still together.
Didn't work out. You know, the only way I'd be able to pull that one off is if I had like a minivan with a TV in the back. And, you know, you could watch some DVDs for those 8 hours. Other than that, no way.
So we're asking you, what's the craziest thing you've done for love? And it seems like a lot of people regret how much driving they've done for somebody where it didn't work out in the end or that person was using them. Kyle says, I'm kind of ashamed of this, but in my defense, I was pretty young. I would drive 2 hours to pick up the guy and then drive him 2 hours back to my place so we could spend time together. He was very good at making me feel loved, but he was actually just using me to get away from his mother. Okay, I didn't expect that plot twist at the end.
Yeah, the driving one, that might be my biggest one. I convinced a buddy. I was seeing a girl who lived about 5 hours away, and I convinced him to roll with me to go and take her out for lunch.
Oh, wow. For a lunch date.
Yeah. And then he had to be back in time to pick up his girlfriend, who was like closing the anus at the time.
I'm sorry?
The A&S is the corner store in my hometown.
Oh, okay.
Allen and Shelley is what the A&S stands for.
Interesting.
So, yeah, he just came and like sat in the car while I had a heavy makeout session with this girl.
6 hour drive.
Yeah, it was five and a half.
I feel like every story that you tell about relationships is made up. There's no way one of your friends drove 6 hours for you to go for lunch with someone.
Yeah, well, he did. His name's Nathan. You've met him. We'll call him if you don't believe me.
Okay, fine.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You don't sound that excited to hear from me.
Hello.
What are you doing?
We're just working.
Because nobody trusts you when you call them. They think you're going to embarrass them or something.
That's true.
Yeah. No, it's not. That's not what I'm calling about. I just told a story. We're talking about the craziest things you've done for love. And I told Lisa a story about you and me driving to Lac L'Orange.
Is this a true story? Because every morsel of it sounds made up.
No, it's sadly very true.
Did you get anything out of this? Like, did he bring you lunch?
I probably paid for lunch.
Oh, I don't think you. I doubt you did.
I doubt you did too.
And I, for some reason, think I drove most of the way.
Yeah, you did. I get really tired on long drives.
Did you pay for any of his gas money?
I was basically your cab driver for the day.
Wow.
See, told you it was true.
Okay, but you're a terrible friend. Like, did you give him a gift? Did you even say thank you?
The gift was my company for all those hours when I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
Play 107.
We're just days away from what might be the best Super Bowl halftime show of all time with the lineup they got coming.
Just every time I think of the song list, what they could potentially sing, I get goosebumps.
So you got Dre, Snoop, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, Kendrick Lamar, all taking the stage.
Did you say Eminem yet?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. No, it's going to be something else.
Word has it.
Apparently, there's football before and after the concert,
I heard
too.
both before and after, yeah. There's a rumor floating around here that we may have a Dre, Mary, Kendrick, Eminem, and Snooper Bowl weekend.
Snooper Bowl.
Yeah. So be ready for that. If you're excited about the halftime show, just crank up play. Yeah. Obviously, we're the best choice in the city if you like that halftime show. Yeah,
we play all of those artists.
Yeah. Actually, one of those artists inspired me. Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot taught me how to beatbox. Now, I just discovered this yesterday.
I was going to say, I've never heard you beatbox.
Yeah, it was Charlie Puth on Kelly Clarkson.
I believe his name is Charlie Puth.
No, it's Puth.
Oh, well, then I've been saying it wrong.
Who's a really likable guy, by the way. But he was on Kelly Clarkson talking about how that's how he got his start when it comes to beatboxing. Here's a bit of the interview. Check it out.
Okay.
And the first song I learned how to do was Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg.
Yes,
which is a song I know. It goes...
And Pharrell, yeah.
You do the humming at the same time.
Yeah.
I know. So cool. I'm very impressive.
Yeah, he does seem awesome. And I think he does really well on TikTok. He's very out there.
So I was just wondering if you wanted to hear me do it. Now that I've learned.
You learned this yesterday.
Yeah, I started practicing last night.
Okay, let's hear it. I mean, no, that was so good.
Yeah, like there's room for growth.
One more time, please. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like somebody
like drop it like it's hot.
No, it sounds like somebody who's really vocal when they kiss someone. Like like that. It was good.
Thanks.
So what is your awkward massage story? I went to Ryder's masseuse yesterday because he recommended it, and she's like, what's the goal today? I was like, honestly, I just want to relax. But I do work out. So if there's anything you got, like if there's a knot you got to get out, go for it. I booked a 90-minute because I was feeling crazy. And I never in my life wanted to be like, can we switch this to 60 minutes?
Really?
She just beat me up for 90 minutes.
Yeah, that's her thing.
But...
Did she wear the cool mask?
What mask?
Oh.
I had my face down.
Nothing.
I keep my eyes closed the whole time.
She didn't wear the wrestling mask?
So I think she was really concerned about me because my body's so mangled.
Yeah.
And every inch of it has a knot.
Well, you needed that then.
I needed it, but it was painful the entire time. Like, I'm concerned I'm bruised everywhere today. I don't think so, but
no, you're good.
We're good. No, I think I needed it, but it's just funny how I went for a 90-minute relaxation. I was like, I deserve this, self-care.
Yeah.
And then the whole time I was like audibly making noises.
Oh, I can't imagine. What do we got rolling in here?
This one, no name, wrote in saying, I once went for a massage and it was super lovely until they got to my butt and suddenly just started jiggling my cheeks as some sort of technique. It didn't feel good. I don't know if that's actually normal. So if I were you, I would look into that.
Yeah, I don't mean to laugh at that.
No.
That is just a really strange technique that I haven't heard of.
First time texter, if you're writing in, please give us your name so we can give you a shout out. Or if you want to remain anonymous, that's cool. A month or so ago, I was getting massage and the therapist was saying how she had a headache. And then she stopped midway and ran away. I think she went to throw up. She was hungover.
Yeah, you needed to get her on the bed.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's switch roles here. Let me help you out. Sarah says, it wasn't a strange experience, but I had a massage a couple months ago and my social anxiety was so bad. It seriously took me 5 minutes of coaching myself in my head to ask her to work more on my shoulders.
Yeah, why is it such a tricky ask?
I think it's because we don't want to offend them because it's their
art.
It's their art. It's their profession. But I do feel like you should have every right to be like, you know what? What you're doing with my scalp feels so good. Can you just continue to do that for the rest of this session?
Sure. Or like, yeah, I think you're bruising me. Can you lay off a bit?
That actually hurts so much. There was one point yesterday during my massage where I was like, can I just take a break? Like, I need to, I'm feeling dizzy because the knots were so aggressive.
Yeah, can you just take a break and just jiggle my cheeks?
Just get my butt moving. Asking you right now about your awkward massage therapist situations. What happened, Lindsay?
Yeah, we went on a girls' spa weekend to Moose Jaw. There's a spa and mineral pool there.
Yeah.
So we were really excited about it. I had called and booked the massages, and I'd asked for male massage therapists, just kind of just to be able to tell my friends, oh yeah, this is happening. We're gonna get these babes to give us a massage.
Okay.
And so we're sitting in the lounge area, in our robes, ready for the babes to take us away, and out walk these truly out of a comedy show, three ogres, and we still laugh about it so much, but. Anyway, so we look at each other, we laugh, we're get your composure. So in we go. And when we came out an hour later, we're all just shell shocked. Our look is just what just happened? So we're swapping stories. So the first girl, she's like, I just couldn't relax. His long, butt length braid was tickling my back the whole time. And then the next girl, she's like, I couldn't relax because he was just telling me about his really nasty divorce the whole time.
No.
And then I said at one point, mine hurt so bad. I had turned my head to be like, what is happening? And I'm not joking. Both of his feet were on the wall beside me so that he could get better leverage, I guess, to put his whole body weight into the knots in my back.
Wow, commitment.
So how long ago was this, Lindsay?
I would say it was probably like at least 10 years. Like, you know, we're all married with kids now, and we were all back in our single days. So probably over 10 years. We've moved across the, and we still like connect probably once a year to just be like, remember that epic trip to Moose Jaw?
Remember that back tickle from that guy's ponytail?
So the next time you plan like a spa weekend with the girls, maybe not Saskatchewan.
That was maybe our first clue, yeah.
Ryder and Lisa.
Brought to you by Southtown Hyundai.
Play 107.